7 years after it stole all the headlines, the everlasting divorce between movie stars Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie continues to be the talk of the town. The pair broke hearts the world over when the Oscar-winning actress filed for divorce on Sept 19, 2016. The powerful couple was together for 12 years, though only married for 2. They share 6 gorgeous children, and let's face it, these two were among the most beautiful pairings on the planet, right? So what happened? Stay tuned as we delve into the real reason Angelina and Brad divorced. They were built on a faulty foundation. The love story or scandal of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie began with the making of Mr. and Mrs. Smith in 2004. At that time, Brad Pitt was still married to Jennifer Aniston, and Angelina Jolie was a single mother, having adopted her son Maddox from Cambodia. However, sparks flew between Pitt and Jolie on set, leading to intense speculation about their relationship. Brad Pitt, initially cast alongside Nicole Kidman, ultimately chose to play Mr. Smith opposite Angelina Jolie. This decision marked the beginning of their on-screen chemistry and, as rumors swirled, raised questions about whether their connection extended beyond the camera. In an attempt to quell the rumors, Pitt took Jennifer Aniston with him to the premiere of Troy in May 2004. However, by August of that year, paparazzi had captured images of Pitt and Jolie appearing quite cozy, although the film's insiders dismissed it as them simply staying in character. Despite these signs, Pitt and Aniston were still together, vacationing in December 2004. In January 2005, the couple announced their separation, with Jennifer Aniston filing for divorce in March of that year. Just a month later, in April, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie were photographed on vacation with Jolie's son, Maddox. This marked the official start of their highly publicized relationship, eventually leading to their much-talked-about union and family. They couldn't keep their stories straight. The Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, and Jennifer Aniston love triangle became one of the most talked-about topics in tabloids and entertainment news. Despite public denials of any cheating, Pitt and Jolie's narratives about their relationship were not always consistent. Initially, both of them maintained that nothing happened between them until after Pitt and Aniston had divorced. However, in a 2007 Vogue cover story, Jolie hinted at the depth of their connection during the filming of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, when Pitt was still married. Jolie reflected, "Because of the film, we ended up being brought together to do all these crazy things, and I think we found this strange friendship and partnership that kind of just suddenly happened." She went on to explain, "I think a few months in, I realized, God, I can't wait to get to work. Anything we had to do with each other, we just found a lot of joy in it together and a lot of real teamwork. We just became kind of a pair." The intense media scrutiny surrounding their relationship took a toll. Pitt and Jolie had initially courted the media's attention, with notable moments like their provocative W magazine photo spread, portraying them as a sexy married couple. This spread coincided with Pitt's separation from Aniston. However, as time went on, they discovered that the media attention they once enjoyed would become a double-edged sword, ultimately complicating their relationship in the public eye. They tested their marriage by working together again. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's on-screen collaboration in the 2015 film By the Sea drew considerable attention due to its storyline centered on a troubled relationship between a disenchanted couple. Despite the film's narrative echoing themes of a broken relationship, both Pitt and Jolie were quick to assert that the movie didn't reflect their own reality. This strong denial led many to speculate whether they were downplaying their actual issues. In October 2015, Jolie told Tom Brokaw during an interview on Today that they were actually very, very stable, and these aren't our issues. She further explained to the Daily Mail that making the film served as a way to test their relationship, saying, "We knew that if we could get through this, we'd come out even stronger and happier." And we did. We've always liked putting ourselves through challenges, even though it was maybe a little more dangerous for us as a couple. Jolie candidly added, I don't think we want to go through it again, though. Their lifestyles are worlds apart. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's relationship was marked by contrasting priorities that gradually led them down different paths. Jolie began seeking fulfillment beyond the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, turning her focus to humanitarian causes and global issues. On the other hand, Pitt seemingly thrived in the spotlight of the entertainment industry, enjoying his status as Hollywood's beloved leading man. Their evolving priorities and career trajectories created a fundamental difference between them, impacting the way they wanted to live their lives. As Jolie delved deeper into her humanitarian endeavors, it appeared that her commitment to serving the greater good of the world began to strain her family life. According to an insider, she may have become too comfortable in her role as a public figure and a role model, assuming that people, including her husband, would simply follow her lead. This assumption seemingly clashed with the realities of their marriage, leading to potential conflicts. As the source noted, Jolie may have believed she could impose her will on Pitt, especially when they faced marital challenges. Pitt had initially admired Jolie's extensive humanitarian work, but over time may have become skeptical of her true motivations. Reports suggested that he started questioning her intentions, and their differing views on politics only added to the strain. During the 2016 election season, which coincided with the announcement of their separation, the couple reportedly engaged in heated political fights that further exacerbated their relationship issues. She didn't have a lot of friends, and may have hated his. Angelina Jolie's admission in 2012 shed light on the extent of her reliance on Brad Pitt for adult interactions beyond work-related conversations. In an interview with Marie Claire, she revealed, I don't have a lot of friends I talk to. He is really the only person I talk to. This statement hinted at a potential isolation in her personal life, where Pitt became not only her partner, but also her primary source of companionship. It's worth considering whether Jolie may have desired to keep Pitt in a somewhat isolated bubble, away from deep connections with other friends or acquaintances. Reports from Radar Online suggested that she harbored some resentment toward Pitt's friendships with other celebrities, particularly singling out actor Edward Norton. The alleged reason behind her disapproval was her perception of Norton as a shallow underachiever who encouraged an immature side of Pitt. Jolie's concerns extended to Norton's wife as well. Interestingly, there were hints of envy regarding the attention received by renowned human rights attorney Amal Clooney, who is married to Pitt's close friend, actor George Clooney. It seemed as though Jolie and Clooney, both prominent brunettes involved in humanitarian work, were seen by some as competing for the spotlight. In the midst of all this, Jolie did have a select group of friends, including Lady Arminka Hellicksch of the UK House of Lords and former Hague aide Chloe Dalton. Speculation arose that some of these friends may have played a role in planting stories in the media that cast Pitt in a negative light. He was dogged by cheating rumors. The old adage, if they'll cheat with you, they'll cheat on you, took on new meaning when rumors surfaced about Brad Pitt's alleged involvement with his allied co-star, Marion Cotillard. These claims sent shockwaves through the media and added another layer of complexity to the Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie saga. An insider was quoted as saying that Pitt was not only rumored to be having an affair with Cotillard, but also allegedly engaging with Russian hookers. This revelation was said to have infuriated Jolie, who had reached her limit. In response to the swirling rumors, Marion Cotillard took to Instagram in September 2016 to address the situation directly. She vehemently denied any affair with Pitt and clarified her personal life. Firstly, many years ago, I met the man of my life, father of our son and of the baby we are expecting. He is my love, my best friend, the only one that I need. Cotillard's heartfelt message expressed her love and commitment to her partner and emphasized her respect for both Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. While no concrete evidence emerged from these salacious tabloid reports, the scandalous headlines undoubtedly added more tension to an already strained period in Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's relationship. She has a history of unconventional relationships. Angelina Jolie's romantic history has been marked by its share of unconventional twists and turns. Before her high-profile relationships with Brad Pitt and Johnny Lee Miller, she was known for her passionate encounters with others that often defied societal norms. Back when Angelina Jolie was married to actor Johnny Lee Miller, she reportedly engaged in a romantic relationship with model Jenny Shimizu, whom she met while filming the 1996 movie Foxfire. In an interview with Girlfriends magazine in 1997, Jolie candidly spoke about her intense connection with Shimizu, saying, "I would probably have married Jenny Shimizu if I hadn't married my husband. I fell in love with her the first second I saw her." This revelation shed light on Jolie's complex romantic entanglements, as she reportedly maintained an on-again, off-again relationship with Shimizu, even when both were involved with other people. Jolie's penchant for passionate liaisons continued when she became involved with her second husband, Billy Bob Thornton. At the time, Thornton was in a live-in relationship with actress Laura Dern in 1999. Dern later revealed in Talk magazine, "I left our home to work on a movie, and while I was away, my boyfriend got married, and I've never heard from him again. It's like a sudden death." For no one has there been any closure or clarity. Angelina Jolie's romantic journey has often been marked by unconventional relationships and experiences, including descriptions of drug use and self-harm during past liaisons. These complicated dynamics have raised questions about what drew her to more conventional relationships, such as her marriage to Brad Pitt, and whether the stability of such unions ultimately grew tiresome for her. They disagreed on how to raise their 6 kids. One of the significant challenges that Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt faced in their relationship revolved around their differing approaches to parenting, an issue that took center stage given their family of 6 children. Insiders have suggested that their contrasting views on parenting played a pivotal role in their marital discord. According to a source cited by People, their parenting approach was always very different, and it became apparent after their separation that they would need external assistance in navigating co-parenting responsibilities. The same source noted that Brad Pitt tended to be stricter in his parenting style, whereas Angelina Jolie adopted a more relaxed attitude towards raising their children. In an interview with GQ, Brad Pitt reflected on how his upbringing might have influenced his approach to parenting. He shared that he grew up with a father-knows-best-war mentality, which emphasized the father as an all-powerful figure. This perspective contrasted with the reality of a man dealing with self-doubt and struggles. Pitt acknowledged that the divorce made him recognize the need to be a better role model for his children and show them a more authentic version of himself. He expressed a commitment to demonstrating his growth as a father, admitting that he hadn't always been at his best. Angelina Jolie, on the other hand, acknowledged that Brad Pitt is indeed a good father and emphasized that they would always consider themselves a family during an interview with Good Morning America. The conflicting parenting styles and evolving perspectives on parenthood undoubtedly played a significant role in the dynamics of their relationship. That infamous in-flight incident, the turning point in Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's relationship, as well as the catalyst for their highly publicized divorce, remains shrouded in mystery. However, one incident on a private plane involving Pitt, Jolie, and their son, Maddox, significantly contributed to the upheaval in their lives and triggered a Child Protective Services investigation. During the flight, an argument erupted between Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. The situation escalated to the point where Maddox, their son, stepped between his parents in an attempt to defend his mother. The allegations suggested that Pitt had lunged at Maddox during the confrontation. Additionally, it was reported that Pitt may have been intoxicated at some point during the incident, adding to the complexity of the situation. Concerns for the safety of the couple's children were cited as the primary reason behind Jolie's actions. As the situation unfolded, it led to a full-fledged investigation by the Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services. The investigation aimed to assess any potential wrongdoing or allegations of abuse. Ultimately, Brad Pitt was cleared of any such accusations or wrongdoing in the investigation's findings. Angelina Jolie on her divorce filing. In a Vogue interview, Angelina Jolie offered some insight into the reasons behind her decision to file for divorce from Brad Pitt. Although she didn't delve into specific details, she emphasized that her choice was primarily motivated by the well-being of their family. "I separated for the well-being of my family," Jolie explained. "It was the right decision." Her focus has remained on the healing process for her children, who have had to navigate the challenges brought on by the divorce. Jolie also expressed her concerns about the media's portrayal of their family, noting that some individuals have taken advantage of her silence, leading to the spread of falsehoods about her children. She, however, reassures her children that they know their own truths and minds. Jolie acknowledged the resilience and strength of her 6 children, describing them as 6 very brave, very strong young people. Meanwhile, Brad Pitt has been working on self-improvement and personal growth. In an interview with Interview magazine in December 2019, he acknowledged that he still had aspects of his temper but had become more in touch with his emotions. He spoke about forgiving himself for past mistakes and missteps, recognizing that they ultimately led to wisdom and personal growth. While the current nature of the relationship between the former couple remains unclear, it appears that both Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt are committed to prioritizing their children's welfare and striving to be the best parents they can be in the midst of their ongoing divorce proceedings. He suffered from substance abuse issues. The issue of substance use became a significant point of contention in Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's relationship, particularly concerning its potential impact on their children. Reports of Pitt's alleged marijuana and alcohol consumption raised concerns for Jolie, leading to a breaking point in their marriage. Amidst growing reports and speculation, Brad Pitt decided to address his struggles with substance use directly. In an interview with GQ in May 2017, he candidly admitted to having a problem. Pitt revealed, "I can't remember a day since I got out of college when I wasn't boozing or had a spliff or something. I'm really happy to be done with all of that." He acknowledged that he had stopped using all substances except alcohol when he started his family. However, he admitted that even in the year leading up to the interview, he had been consuming alcohol excessively, which had become problematic. Pitt expressed his satisfaction at being sober for 6 months at that point, although it came with mixed emotions. Angelina Jolie herself had faced her own battles with addiction earlier in her life, notably struggling with heroin addiction and allegedly using cocaine. Given her personal experiences, being in close proximity to someone who even recreationally abused substances could have been a potential trigger and a source of concern for the well-being of their children. It's possible that these shared experiences and concerns regarding substance use played a pivotal role in Jolie's decision to end their marriage. Angelina may be out for blood. While Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt initially sought to keep their divorce proceedings as private as possible to shield their children from the public eye, the custody negotiations took a contentious turn in 2018, shedding light on the challenges they faced. Since their separation, Jolie had retained primary physical custody of their children, while Pitt had limited supervised visitation rights. However, in June 2018, the blast reported that a judge ordered Jolie to allow the children to communicate with Pitt independently via phone calls and text messages, without her oversight. The judge emphasized that alienating the 6 kids from Pitt was not in their best interests. Jolie had enlisted the services of renowned divorce attorney Laura Wasser, often referred to as the Disso Queen, to represent her in the divorce proceedings since 2016. However, TMZ reported in August 2018 that Wasser decided to discontinue her representation due to Jolie's alleged frequent outbursts of anger. A source claimed that Jolie had become increasingly fueled by anger and had adopted an extremely unreasonable stance. Court documents obtained by NBC News revealed that Jolie accused Pitt of not providing any meaningful child support. In response, Pitt's representatives informed Page Six that he had transferred $9 million to Jolie since their separation, which included a portion designated as a loan. They further accused Jolie and her legal team of deliberately attempting to tarnish Pitt's public image. The custody battle between Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt became a highly publicized and emotionally charged legal struggle, raising questions about how high-profile divorces can impact not only the individuals involved, but also the public's perception of their personal lives. The Big Vineyard Dispute. The Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie divorcee saga has been a long and complex journey, spanning over 7 years and incurring significant legal fees. Only recently have they begun the process of dividing their combined assets, including their joint investment in the French vineyard and estate Chateau Miraval, which they purchased for a staggering $60 million. Adding an extra layer of complexity to their legal battle, Brad Pitt filed a lawsuit against his ex-wife, claiming that she sold her stake in the co-owned vineyard to a Luxembourg-based spirits manufacturer controlled by Russian oligarch Yuri Shefler, without his knowledge. In Pitt's court filings, he accuses Angelina Jolie of intentionally trying to harm him by selling her stake, asserting that they had previously agreed not to sell their respective interests without the other's consent. Pitt further contends that the wine company achieved its global success and reputation as one of the world's foremost producers of rosé wine, largely due to his efforts and contributions, with Jolie allegedly playing no significant role in Miraval's accomplishments. In a revised complaint submitted this summer, the actor asserts that he had the right of first refusal regarding the purchase of Jolie's share of their picturesque winery, situated in Correns, in the south of France. According to Pitt's legal papers, Jolie's actions were unlawful, causing significant harm to him and unjustly enriching herself. In response, Angelina Jolie denies these allegations, setting the stage for an ongoing legal disputa that has been humorously labeled the War of the Roses. Adding intrigue to the situation, Vanity Fair reported that discussions surrounding the vineyard's sale reached an impasse when Brad Pitt proposed that Jolie sign a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, as part of the deal. The NDA would have prevented her from discussing the notorious 2016 private jet incident in exchange for her ability to sell her stake. However, representatives for Pitt contend that it was actually Jolie who initially suggested the NDA, emphasizing that it was solely related to safeguarding the asset's value post-sale. The Vanity Fair article also sheds some light on the private jet incident, with sources stating that Pitt had been drinking at the time, and the confrontation escalated. Pitt swiftly acknowledged his wrongdoing, apologized, and made efforts to make amends. Following this incident, Pitt reportedly quit drinking. Throughout this protracted legal battle, Brad Pitt has consistently responded in court, with his lawyer highlighting that public authorities have made independent decisions that support his stance. Nevertheless, the complex dispute continues, and as of September 2016, no members of neither Brad Pitt nor Angelina Jolie's families have returned to stay at their French property, Chateau Miraval. Present day. At the moment, Angelina Jolie resides in Los Angeles, specifically in the former residence of Hollywood legend Cecil B. DeMille, which she acquired for $25 million. However, it seems she has future plans to relocate elsewhere. In an interview with Harper's Bazaar, she expressed her desire to live abroad, but mentioned that she'll do so once her children reach the age of 18. She also explained that her current choice of residence is influenced by where their father, Brad Pitt, chooses to live. In a recent Vogue interview, there's a reference to Jolie exploring the possibility of purchasing a New York apartment, possibly for herself or her son. The specifics are not entirely clear. Meanwhile, Jolie's son, Pax, has become intertwined in the tumultuous divorce proceedings, particularly due to comments he made in June 2020 on Father's Day. He posted on Instagram under a photo of Pitt receiving an Oscar, writing, "Happy Father's Day to this world-class a-hole." In the private post, Pax accused his father of being terrible and despicable, lacking empathy for his 4 youngest children who supposedly felt fear in his presence. Pax expressed frustration at the damage he believed Pitt had caused to their family, concluding with a strong message directed at his father. As of now, Brad Pitt has not publicly responded to his son's comments. It's worth noting that Pitt has been cleared of all allegations of abuse, and he has made visible efforts to improve himself, embarking on a public wellness journey that includes ventures such as his cashmere company, gender-fluid skincare line, commitment to sobriety, and exploration of sculpture work. As the complex saga of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's relationship unfolds, it's evident that their divorce has been rife with challenges, affecting not only their lives but also those of their children. What do you think the future holds for this high-profile couple, and how will it impact their family dynamics? We'd love to hear your thoughts and insights in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this story. See you next time.